Welcome to practice. Please make your way to the top of your mat, feet about sit bone distance apart, hand at the heart. Standing nice and tall, reaching through the crown of the head and feeling your feet root down into the earth. Take a nice full breath here. Exhale, let it go. Let the hands slowly drop down by your sides and step the feet a little bit wider and begin to twist through the pivot point of your spine. Letting the hand in the front tap the opposite shoulder, the hand in the back tap the opposite hip. Beginning to wake up the body, create some warmth, some dynamic movement. Wringing out the spine, another full breath. And slowly, sweetly come back to stillness. Stepping the feet back to about hip distance. Inhale, reach the arms up to the sky. Exhale, bow right down the middle. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold, plant the hands and step the feet back to plank pose. A moment here, a full breath, and then tap the knees to the earth. Inhale, heart shines forward, lifting tail and crown. Exhale, press your hands into the mat and round your spine. Inhaling, heart forward, tail and crown lift. Exhaling, press and round, navel pulls in and up. Few more cycles of cat and cow, keeping the lower belly engaged the whole time. Finding some nice movement, flexion and extension through the spine, and then come to neutral. Right toes back. Get nice and strong through the right leg and melt into your right heel. Find a nice stretch here. As you're ready, right toes lift off the mat, heel straight out from the sit bone, lower belly engaged, and left fingers reach forward. Option to stay where you are, or bend the right knee and reach the left hand back for the foot or the ankle. Inner thighs draw together as you kick the foot into your hand for a nice back bend. No force here. Placing the left hand down and drawing some nice circles with your right knee, lubricating the hip joint, pressing into both of your hands. Lower belly stays strong, and switching directions. Continuing to breathe as you explore the movement of your hip. Extending the right leg back, draw that knee to your nose, and lightly place the right foot in between your hands. Rocking forward and back from a low lunge to a half split. Again, inviting some movement into the hips. One more breath here. And settling into a nice low lunge, knee over the ankle, tuck the back toes, lift the back thigh, and kick off into standing split. You might walk the hands forward for a little bit more support, and you can bend that standing leg if that feels better for you. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach the arms out and up as you come all the way up to stand. Strong core. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, sweep the arms up to the sky. Exhale, interlace the fingers behind you, roll the shoulders back, bend the knees, bend the elbows. Inhale, lift your heart, look up. Exhale, forward fold, Yoga Mudrasana. Keep that little bend into your elbows, please. Make sure they're not locked. Palms draw together. Hands come to the sacrum, release the fingers, let them trace down your legs and find the earth. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, and step the feet back to plank pose. Breathing in plank, press the earth away, strong core, knees tap to the earth. Inhale, heart forward, and exhale, round the spine. Come back to neutral. Left toes back, strong through the left quad, melt into the left heel. Nice stretch here, lower belly lifting. Good, and then shifting the weight back, forward, lift the left heel up in line with the sit bone. Right hand might come forward. You can stay here or bend the left knee and reach the right hand back for the foot or the ankle. Again, inner thighs draw towards each other as you lift through the chest, back of the neck long. Good, and placing your right hand down, drawing some circles with your left knee. Again, getting some warmth and fluid into the joint and switching directions. Lower belly strong. Inhale, extend the left leg back. Exhale, left knee to nose. Lightly place the foot in between your hands and rock forward and back. Letting that front knee land on top of the ankle. Tracking over second or third toe. Moment in the lunge. Tucking back toes, lifting back thigh, kick off, standing split just for a moment, long spine, and then float the right foot down to meet the left. And find a nice fold. Inhale all the way up to the sky. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, bow down the middle, strong core as you fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend the knees, plant the hands, step the feet back to plank pose. Knees tap to the earth, chest and chin lower down. Option to lift the feet, option to lift the hands. Hands and feet return to the earth, and then roll through your spine down onto your belly. Walk the tops of the feet back. Inhale, rise, baby cobra, chest and crown lift. Pull the hands back on the mat. Exhale, fold. Inhale again, rise, baby or full cobra pose. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise on up, cobra, bhujangasana, heart and crown lift. Exhale, hips to the heels, child's pose. Take a moment in your child's pose. Come back to your breath. Notice your heartbeat. Then lift onto the fingers, walk them over to the left. Take a big breath in. Exhale, breathe into your right side. Walking the hands through center all the way over to the right. Big breath in. Exhale, breathe into your left side and let your hips get really heavy here. Walking the hands back to center, another moment in child's pose. Knees wide, big toes touching. Shift forward, let the hips drop and the toes lift. Heart pulls through the gateway of the arms, a little bend into the elbows. And then shifting the weight up and back all the way to your downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. You can bend your knees as much as you need to here to get nice and long through your spine. Lower belly lifting, thigh bones press back and apart. Hands press forward and down. Right leg lifts, bend the right knee, open up the hip. Maybe roll around your right ankle a bit here. Invite some warmth into those joints. Extend through the right leg, turn the hip down, knee to nose, and slightly step that foot in between your hands. Right arm peels up into the sky, left hand roots. Right hand to the inside of your right foot. Heel toe your right foot off to the side. Drop the back knee down. Release the toes. Ground through the left hand and then use the right hand to gently guide that right knee open. No force. Nice and open through the chest. Breathing wherever you are. Bringing your hands back to the earth, tucking the back toes, and then crisscross over to the side. Parallel your feet. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, Prasarita. You can walk the hands back. You can keep the hands in front of your face or hold on to ankles if that feels good. Inhale, halfway lift. Hands to the hips. Come all the way up to stand. Heels in, toes out. Tracking the knees over the toes as you lower into a goddess squat. Good. Hands on the knees. And then drop the right shoulder in. Look over the left. And switch. Left shoulder in. Look over the right. And back to center. Cactus the arms, sit low into goddess. Lift your chest. 5-pointed star, and then step to the top of the mat. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, bow down the center again. Strong core as you fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step the feet back to plank pose. Press the earth away. Zip up your core and fire your glutes. Knees, chest, and chin top to the earth. Toes lift, hands lifts, just an option. Release it down and roll through your spine into baby, full, or all the way up into upward facing dog. If you're an up dog, your thighs are off the ground. Roll over the toes for downward facing dog. Take a breath. Let it go. Inhale, left leg rises, bend the knee, open up the hip. Again, you can roll through the left ankle if that feels good. Hands keep pressing the earth away. Extend through the left leg, drop the left hip, bend the knee, draw the left knee into your nose, and step the foot in between your hands. Left arm peels up into the sky. Again, broad through the chest, nice deep bend into that left knee. Hand comes to the inside of the foot, heel toe of the foot over to the side, drop the back knee down. And then peel the left knee open, flexing through the left ankle. No force. Deepen your breath as you melt into your hips. Left hand to the earth. This time back out of the hips. Swing that left leg around and drop the hips back to child's pose. Walking yourself up. Drop your heels to one side, swing the legs around, and bring the feet to the top of the mat. You can drum out the legs a little if that feels good. And then bending the knees, reach the arms forward and slowly roll all the way down to your back. Drawing the knees into your chest, give yourself a hug, and then just draw some circles with the knees, massaging lower back into the earth. Coming right into happy baby pose, sacrum, shoulder blades, and skull rooted down. So you have that nice natural curvature of your spine. You can hold on to your feet or your ankles or your calves. Soles of the feet to come together, knees come apart on the earth for Supta Baddha Konasana. And you can stay here for your final resting pose, or you can use your hands to guide your knees together and extend the legs forward. Let the palms face up, coming into Shavasana. Letting go of the mind, the body, and the breath. And transitioning now into a space of being, of surrender and bliss. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me. Namaste.